Hello, everyone, and welcome to Matthew Sports Talk. I know it's been a while. Let me catch you up on some things that happened in my life. So I left Lids back in February. I was unemployed for about 2 months. I landed somewhere where, I couldn't sustain on that paycheck, so I went back to my roots, and I went back to work at Target Field for the Minnesota Twins, and we'll talk about the Twins and separately in another episode, because I also went back to the Vikings locker room last week, and man, it's an exciting time because the NFL is back, baby. Not only that, these guys got the Week 1 win against the Green Bay Packers, 23-7, with the new head coach, new GM, and man, is the energy popping right now? There's this Batman right there, Justin Jefferson, that Batman. He went on my fantasy team. He got me 39 fantasy points with, I think it was, I should have had this ready for y'all. Sorry. Gotta look up the stats. Yep. With 184 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Oh, it was a beautiful day. And, yes, granted, the Packers were playing without both their left and right tackles. And the wide receiving core is just absolute garbage. No Devontae Adams. Aaron Rodgers looked like a guy who didn't know who to throw the ball to. I mean, he did. He threw it to a guy named Christian Watson, first play of the game, but he dropped it, and it would have been a touchdown. So, anyway. Yeah. Packers did not look good. I'm not expecting that to continue, but we don't know. We will see. But yeah, no, very, very good first week for the Minnesota Vikings. Speaking of which, also a good week for that man right there. My man Mahomes, he was on my fantasy team too, so let me just go over my fantasy for last week. I won, what did I won, gosh, Jesus. Going off script. Wave orders. I won 165 to 123. And my team, my man Mahomes, 35 fantasy points. My man Jefferson, 39 fantasy points. Who else? Jerry Jeudy, 20 fantasy points. Travis Kelce, 26. So, yeah, there's a lot of good points in my fantasy team last week. So, anyway, moving on from that. I got my power rankings right here going into week 2. So, I'll go off, and I'll also talk about each team, instead of going individually game by game, I'll talk about each team as I go. Number 32, they dropped from number 29 for my preseason rankings, the New York Jets. Man, I know, I didn't think you guys would be the bottom team in the NFL this season, but, and then again, they were playing the Baltimore Ravens, so we can pump the brakes, but, my gosh, did y'all play like trash? So, anyway, moving on. Number 31, down from number 26, the Atlanta Falcons. Typical Atlanta. Had a big lead and squandered it. Can't rely on your defense at all. Staying at number 30, the Detroit Lions. Now, y'all made it interesting against the Philadelphia Eagles. And DeAndre Swift and Aqueminius St. Brown, they ain't no joke. But your defense is just garbage. That's why you lost. Number 29, down from number 28, Jacksonville Jaguars, lost to Washington, big whoop. Number 28, up from number 32, Houston, tied with Indianapolis. Now, I hate ties for the record, but overall, that's kind of surprising to me. But this is why I think the NFL should change rules and eliminate ties, just like for what they do in the playoffs. But whatever. At number 27, down from number 23, Carolina, the Baker Mayfield revenge game. Yeah, that didn't happen. He played like trash, like I expected him to be. So I got family who are Panther fans, and it was like, sorry for y'all. Number 26 up from number 31, Seattle beating Denver on Monday night. Now, this is where I pump the brakes a little bit, because Nathaniel Hackett gave that game away for y'all. Gave the game away for Denver. So just pump your brakes. But it'd be interesting to see. Geno Smith looked good. He looked good. So, I don't know. Maybe there is something there. Number 25, down from number 19, the New England Patriots. This might be the lowest ranked New England team I've ever had under Bill Belichick. Well, honestly, I've always known them to be under Bill Belichick. So, but man, did Mac Jones look like garbage? And y'all defense couldn't stop anything in Miami. So, number 24, down from number 20, Tennessee Titans losing to the Giants. Now, I could have told y'all Ryan Tannehill wasn't going to do crap for y'all. So, this is to be determined, but right now, y'all don't look that good. Number 23, down from number 16, the Dallas Cowboys. Excuse me. Oh man, the Dallas Cowboys. As my man Stephen A. Smith would say, what can't go on will go on. Not only do you lose to Tampa Bay, pretty badly by the way, you also lost Dak Prescott to a thumb injury that required surgery, and he is expected to miss, at minimum, 4 weeks. But they say it's 6 to 8 weeks, but yet Jerry Jones announced that they would not put him on IR with the hopes that he'd be back within 4 weeks. Now, Dallas Cowboys fans, Jerry Jones is lying to you. He will not be back, and if he is back, he won't be 100%. So, y'all season's done. Sorry. Philadelphia's too good. I think Philadelphia, it's their division to win. And y'all won't have a good enough record to get wild card spot. So, there. Hopefully I'm done talking about the Cowboys this season. Number 22 up from number 27, the Giants. Obviously, beat Tennessee. Admit Brian Gable does have the balls. So, yeah. They went on a 2-point conversion, so good for them. And Saquon looked amazing. So, anyway. Number 21 up from number 25, the Bears. They beat the 49ers. Now, a couple things. This is why the Bears are transitioning. They're building a new complex with an indoor stadium. Because y'all had a monsoon on Sunday in Chicago. And yes, Trey Lance did not have a best game. Neither did Justin Fields, but he was clutch when it called for it. So that's why y'all won. But y'all are taking on the Packers this upcoming Sunday. So we'll see. Number 20, down from number 15, the Arizona Cardinals. That man right there, he smoked y'all. He smacked y'all. And Kyler Murray, a guy who's got his money bag. Yeah. I don't know, man. Y'all, you need to prove you deserve that money bag. Number 19 up from number 22, Washington beating Jacksonville. Once again, whoop-de-doo. Number 18, staying at number 18, the New Orleans Saints. Now, I know some of y'all are going to hop on me for this, but, I mean, yes, I admit, their skill crew is good. Michael Thomas is back. He had 2 touchdowns. Jarvis Landry, he ain't no joke. Alvin Kamara, he didn't have the best game, but, I mean, he had a manageable game. And your defense is real. I mean, you still gave 26 points to Atlanta. I don't know why, but your defense is real. Hopefully it is, because they are on my fantasy team. But you guys have a man by the name of Jameis Winston as your quarterback. I did some fact checking because I was bored one day at work. Out of 30 active quarterbacks, he is 29th in career touchdown to interception ratio, ahead of only Drew Lock. And he had a good game against Atlanta, but it's like, I still gotta see it. And y'all are taking on Tampa Bay next week, so we'll see if Jameis Winston is for real. Number 17 up from number 24, Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati. Now, that game was amazing. Woo! The only thing is that you guys had, you forced 5 turnovers and sacked Joe Burrow 7 times, and you had to score a field goal in overtime to win it? That's because your offense is run by Mitchell Trubisky. Pedestrian as hell. So, and also TJ Watt got injured with a torn pec. He'll be out for like 6 weeks. So, we'll see how long you guys can sustain that. Number 16 up from number 21, Cleveland beat Carolina by the skin of their teeth. You know, it'd be interesting to see what Cleveland does without Deshaun Watson for 11 games. See if they can make something out of it, and if they can squeak into the playoffs. But it's still early, so. Sorry. This is unscripted. This is me just going off the tongue, so no cuts and whatnot. So, anyway, sorry. Crap going on my computer. Go away. Number 15, down from number 14, despite the win, is Philadelphia Eagles. Now, their offense is for real. Jalen Hurts is real. Miles Sanders is real. Sanders being on my fantasy team, and A.J. Brown is real. But y'all defense, like I said, I know Detroit has weapons, but still, you gave up 35 points to them. Like, seriously. And you guys are playing my Vikings next. Y'all know what's coming with Justin Jefferson. So, we shall see. Number 14, now from number 12, the Colts. They tied with Houston, so they did drop a few spots, but they're still up there. Matt Ryan looked like garbage. So, Indianapolis, I mean, I still think they can win that division. So, we'll see. Staying at number 13, the Raiders, despite losing to the Chargers, they still look pretty good. And, like I said, Devontae Adams, you look amazing in black and gray instead of green and yellow. So, number 12 down from number 7, the Denver Broncos. Crap, sorry. Yep, the Denver Broncos. Nathaniel Hackett, I do not know what's wrong with you. Why would you burn 40 seconds off the clock to kick a 64-yard field goal? Come on. Peyton Manning was going crazy. Me too. I'm like, what are y'all doing? So, anyway. Number 11 down from number 9, the San Francisco 49ers. Losing to the Bears. Trey Lance's leash is getting shorter because Jimmy G is still behind him. Now, I will say this. Seattle did beat Denver, and San Francisco is playing Seattle next. So, I would say Trey Lance's leash is not as short as people would say. Like, for example, if Denver had blown out Seattle, and then Seattle came and beat San Francisco, then I would say Trey Lance, nope, came out, put Jimmy G in. But, to be determined. Number 10, down from number 6, the Rams. They got smacked on the opening game against the Bills. Now, I understand Cooper Kupp's good, but you couldn't target anyone else. Like, I mean, there's Allen Robinson on my fantasy team. All of 2 fantasy points. 1 catch for, like, 10 yards. Like, seriously. Is it because Kevin O'Connell left you all don't know how to mix and match your defense? Your offense? So it's like, whatever. Number 9, up from number 17, the biggest jump of the week. The Miami Dolphins. Tua might be for real. And their offense is for real, that's for sure, with Tyreek Hill in there now. And their defense is no joke either, so they could be a surprise. Number 8, down from number 4. The Bengals lost to the Steelers. Joe Burrow looked really, really bad. And your offensive line is still as bad as it was last year. So you guys need to fix that. Excuse me. Number 7, the Green Bay Packers, down from number 3. I already talked about it. You know what happened. Number 6, up from number 11, my Minnesota Vikings. Now, I'm a little bit worried now. I have us at number 6. There's a lot of people. I mean, there's Colin Cowherd who has us as number 3. Now, I know he was high on the Vikings before the season started, so he has an excuse. But Dominique Foxworth also has us at number 3. And my man Stephen A. Smith has us at number 4. Like, I'm worried now. There's expectations for this team, so hopefully we can meet those. Number 5, up from number 10, Baltimore. This is more like of a default, just because there were so many teams that lost, so they needed to drop. I needed to push someone up in Baltimore. You know, they won, so that's why. Number 4, Tampa Bay, up from number 8. You know, beat the Cowboys pretty well, and their defense played pretty well. Number 3, up from number 5, the Chargers. Now, we'll see if they are for real. They do play Kansas City tonight, so we will see. Number 2, Kansas City. They were already number 2. And number 1, Buffalo. So that's my my rankings going into week 2. And speaking of week 2, let's make the picks. The week 2 picks. Let me pull up what I got here. So tonight, Thursday Night Football. Chiefs and Chargers. I'm going Chiefs by 4. I think it's going to be a good game, but it's in Kansas City, so I give them a slight advantage. Browns and Jets. Excuse me again. I'm going to say Browns by 6. I think Jets might keep it interesting, but I still give Browns the advantage. Washington and Detroit. I picked Washington. It's a split even 50-50 on ESPN right now. I give Washington the slight edge by, I would say, 4. Tampa Bay against New Orleans. I'm going to say Tampa Bay by 6. Even though New Orleans has kind of owned them the past couple of seasons, I'm going to say Tampa Bay. Carolina and the Giants. I might actually go. I originally picked Carolina, but I think I'm going to go upset. I'm going to go Giants over Carolina. I'm going to say by 3. Steelers and Patriots. I'm going to say Steelers by 3 as well. Their defense will miss TJ Watt, but at the same again, they're still pretty good. Colts and Jaguars. I'm going to go Colts by 7. This is a really good game. Ravens and Dolphins. Originally picked Ravens. I think I'm going to stick with Ravens. I'll say Ravens by 4. Rams and Falcons. I say Rams by 10 plus. Rams should blow them out of the water. 49ers and Seahawks. I'm going to stick with 49ers, but it's going to be a close game. I think 49ers by 4. Bengals and Cowboys. Bengals by, I would say, 7. Broncos and Texans. Broncos plus 10. That should be a blowout. Raiders and Cardinals. I'll say Raiders. Raiders by 6. The Sunday night football game, Packers and Bears. Packers by 10. I think, well, okay. Actually, I'm going to say an exact one. Plus 11 for the Packers. I think the score's going to be 21-10. That's what I think the score's going to be. Buffalo and Tennessee. I say Buffalo by 10. 10 plus, actually. I don't think Tennessee's any good, especially against them. And then we got the Vikings and the Eagles. Now, I'll do my little game breakdown. I'll say Vikings offense against Eagles defense. I give Vikings the edge there. Eagles offense versus the Vikings defense. I'll give Eagles the slight edge. I mean, our defense played pretty good, but Eagles O-line is slightly better and they have better weapons. So, special teams, that's kind of a toss-up. I'll say Vikings slightly. Coaching, I give it pretty even though Kevin O'Connell's in his first year. I forget who the Eagles coach is, but honestly, he hasn't been that long. It ain't Doug Peterson. X Factor, it's going to be Philly because it's in Philly and it's Monday Night Football. And then I would say the final score is going to be Vikings 27, Eagles 21. I say Vikings by 6. So that is my predictions. And that's my Week 1 summary and Week 2 preview for the NFL. So this is going to be it for this episode. I'm going to switch over and do an episode about the Minnesota Twins. If not today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. So, thanks. Hopefully you guys found this entertaining. And yeah, Matthew Sports Talk is back, and I'm pretty happy about it. So, take care, guys.